Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss Alma.
We look tired today. Let's sit up on our desks. Sit up on our desks, be present. This is your invitation. Come on. Sit up. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss Alma.
Jose is definitely awake. All right, folks. So, although this is already on your task list, I want to make sure that you guys know that the homework is simply to study for your Unit 3 exam, which is when?
Friday.
When is when?
Next Friday.
Yes. Good news. Mr. Keelan and I decided to postpone the presentations.
Yay!
Okay, well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So we decided to postpone the presentations, not Wednesday coming up, but the next following Monday. So you guys have a full week to study for the Unit 3 exam. No excuses. You all have your study tool. So please work on that. Question.
Will you have study groups or something like
We're going to have study groups next week. All right, so I would like you to go ahead and pair share with your partners. There you go. What makes this thesis strong? Is this a strong theme? Go ahead and share with your partners.
I just try to finish. It's because I see it from my mother. So I think like this is it is clear and understandable what it is because it does take a side since it's the darkest side like takes a side. It only like takes one side and like argue over and then like another side is that here understandable and academic. Why is this different? What makes it different?
Has all the white
How did it take sides? Like what kind of words? It doesn't say fiction. Okay, but what kind of words? Like what kind of words?
Alright, and all eyes on me in 3, 2, 1. Just to be clear, let's tilt the screens of our phone. Make sure our eyes and our focus is up here. Okay, this is what you see on your lunch. Is this a strong thesis? Let's go through the first question though. Did this person take a position in the thesis and take a side on the prompt? Frida.
I didn't get to read the prompt, but for our discussion, we said that it was universal, that people could learn from it, and
I'm talking about the thesis, not the thing yet.
oh,
I'm gonna come back to you, Frida. Faith, does thesis take a position, or does the thesis take a position?
yeah, because it says like it talks about three literary devices and how it conveys a theme.
All right. Do the words from this thesis show that they have read the question? Isaac.
Yes, the words from the sample cases do show they read the question because in the prompt it says essay or explore how the poet uses 3 literacy devices with a very specific effect, such as a theme, and in the sample thesis it had 3 literacy devices and a specific reason.
Is this thesis clear, understandable, and academic? Tiva,
Yes.
explain.
Oh, because it talks about, well, first it talks about the literary devices that he uses, then it talks about how it gives a theme to it.
I just want to make sure that everyone's tracking right now. When we track, especially when we're tired in the morning, it helps us focus, okay? All right, let's talk about the theme now. Is the theme a lesson a person can learn from? Is the lesson universal? And is the theme relevant to the text, Noemi?
Yes, yes, it is universal because it's like true for almost everyone. Everyone like probably has been through something rough and then it's a lesson too because if people haven't learned it, like if they haven't gone through it, they would learn it. Like it's a lesson to teach people, and then it is relevant to text because it goes with the theme.
Give everyone two. All right, Hoover. I want to see your lovely face focus. Okay. So folks, today what we're going to do is, now that we reviewed the thesis and the theme, it's going to be very crucial that we remember this theme and the thesis and the argument that this author is saying, right? The reason why is because today we're going to be analyzing commentary. So somewhere in the back of your packet, I would like you to turn it. You're going to take some notes at the very back. To determine effective commentary, you want to ask yourself these three questions. Now, if you remember these three questions, they are in the writer's checklist. You want to write these down in the back of your paper as well. The first question is, do I explain what the evidence is saying within my commentary? Most of that evidence includes that literary device. Take out. No, grab a lot. Go get a pencil. The second question is, do I draw a logical connection between my evidence and the paragraph's claim? Do I effectively prove that this evidence supports my thesis? Give you 30 more seconds to copy that down. Are very essential when you are determining the strength of a commentary, particularly the order of the questions as well. Do I explain what the evidence is saying within my commentary? That is probably the first step that you want to do in a commentary. When you have a topic sentence and you have an evidence, you want to directly talk about what the evidence is saying, so that you paraphrase it in a way that makes the reader understand that you understand the evidence, right? Or that you are able to say it in different words. Usually that also consists of a literary device, like I said earlier. If you say that this literary device was found in this evidence, you want to explain what the literary device is first, right? Never assume that the reader knows exactly what you're talking about, because the reader's not always going to be an English teacher. It's not always going to be another student, right? You want to write as if you're writing to a group of scholars, okay? Or to anyone. Now the next question is, do I draw a logical connection between my evidence and the paragraph's claim? Now, the logical connection between the evidence and the paragraph's claim is the evidence and the topic sentence, right? The topic sentence is your argument, and then the evidence is obviously the thing that supports it. Now, you want to draw that logical conclusion between the two, which would be the literary device with the evidence. Now, the third question is, do I effectively prove that this evidence supports my thesis? At the very end, at each commentary, you want to connect it back to the thesis. All the time, connect it back, connect it back. So after you fully explain what the evidence is saying, after you make a connection between the evidence and the topic sentence, you want to tie it back to the thesis altogether. And most of the time, it's going to be connected back to the theme, particularly, because the thesis talks about 3 literary devices, right? It also talks about a theme, so that's where you connect it back to. So I want to keep these 3 questions in mind. Now, these are the 3 questions on the side. This is the topic sentence and the evidence, okay? I want you to go ahead and read through the 2 commentaries that are posted here. Read through this, and I would also like you to work on this worksheet. Now notice that the 3 questions that I just went over are on the side, the left-hand side, and there are spaces in the right-hand side for you to gather evidence. Now, this is exactly like the way we do an athlete. We pull the quotes from the actual paragraphs, and then we support it here. There's some sentence structures here to help you out, answer these questions correctly and thoroughly, okay? I want you to demonstrate how the commentary you think is best reflects these 3 questions, okay? Are there any questions? All right. You have 10 minutes and we can get started. Something to keep in mind, I will be collecting this for grade